Hi guys, today I will be sharing my recipe for the best ube brownies. For the ingredients, we need 1 cup or 200 grams of white chocolate chips, 1 cup or 227 grams of butter, 2 eggs, 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon of ube halaya. I made this using ube powder. If you want to know how to make this, I'll put the link in the description box. 3/4 cup of cashews, or you can use any nuts that you like. 2.5 cups of plain flour, 1 tablespoon of corn flour or cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cups of packed brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of ube flavoring, and this is optional. I use 3 drops of gel food coloring purple. So to begin, I chop the nuts and then I will combine this to the chocolate chips, white chocolate chips. Give this a mix, and then we will separate some for the toppings. It doesn't have to be exact, so you can just eyeball this. Add about 2 tablespoons of plain flour to the cashew and choc chips mixture. This will ensure that when we're mixing this to the butter, it doesn't go down at the bottom of the brownies. Now combine the plain flour, the cornstarch or corn flour, and the salt. Give this a mix and then we will set this aside. Now on a stove, melt the butter. You can also melt the butter in the microwave. Once the butter is all melted, we can take this out of the heat. And then we're going to add the packed brown sugar. So keep on mixing this until the brown sugar combines with the butter. Now, in a separate bowl, crack in 2 eggs. Then using a fork, whisk the eggs. Now we're going to combine the eggs with the brown sugar mixture. Just make sure that the butter and brown sugar is not too hot or it might cook the eggs. Warm is fine. So add the eggs slowly while mixing continuously. Now we're going to add the ube halaya. Again, I will put the link in the description box how to make this. Add 2 teaspoons of ube flavoring. Give it a mix. And now this is optional. I'm adding 3 drops of gel food coloring just to make sure that the color is purple. To this, we're going to sift in the flour mixture. Using a rubber spatula, fold the ingredients. Please do not overmix this. The secret to a fudgy brownies is not overmixing the batter. And just before the batter fully combines, add the choc chips and cashew nut mixture. And then fold this. And then we're going to transfer this in a prepared pan. I have a 9 by 13 rectangular pan lined with parchment paper. I also preheated my oven at 170 degrees Celsius. So before starting this process, preheat your oven. Spread the ube evenly. At first, it's hard to do this because our butter is very thick. Give it a light tap. At this point, to make the top smooth, I'm going to dip my spatula into water. But make sure that the spatula is not dripping in water. So dip your spatula in water and then spread the butter evenly. It will just help the spatula glide easier on the brownies. And finally, we can sprinkle the reserved chocolate chips and cashew nuts. Tap it down slightly. And then we're going to bake these in a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for about 25 to 30 minutes or until when you insert a skewer in the middle of the brownies and the skewer comes out clean. And this is what it looks like after baking. Let it cool down completely before removing it out of the pan. So it's been about 1.5 to 2 hours. I'm ready to slice the brownies into squares, but you can cut it as big or as little as you like. This is just a sample. And this is the finished product. I hope you give this a try. This is really good. I can guarantee that you're going to love this. This is a good business idea as well. I have chocolate brownie recipe and blondies, and now this one. This is really good. I can guarantee that you're going to love this. And just to show you what it looks like inside, close up. This is still pretty warm when I cut this. But as you can see, it's moist inside and it's really chewy. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again next week. Bye!